Doing today? I'm John. This is One Word Podcast, episode 4, featuring my guy, Lim3Slush. It's gonna be a freaking awesome one today. We're gonna get to know the bunny, the man behind the freaking bunny. And yeah, I'm excited about it, man. It's actually gonna be one of the I guess what he'd be the he's the second guest that we've had on here. So One Word, episode 4, second guest, freaking goat himself, Lime freaking Slush. Hopefully this camera works because I just did some stuff and who knows. We're going to see. We're going to play it as we go. Let's do this. Boom. Lim3Slush is right here. Ha! Boom. Slush, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hi guys, how you doing?
Nice. Dude, I was sincerely concerned that I was going to get on here and then your camera was going to be like just one ear or something like that, like the dangly ear. I was like, this is gonna be rough. So freaking.
I hope I'm not like this. I hope I'm not too laggy for everyone. That's like my one thing. Like, am I laggy?
Hopefully not. I don't know. Can you guys? Yeah, y'all just.
Let me know.
Dun dun dun. Which is always, I swear, man. Like any podcast that I've ever done has been like riddled with technical difficulties, but hopefully, I mean, thus far, we're doing all right, man. We're getting it set up, dude. So. Everybody, I'm going to be doing random shout outs through here. I'm going to shout Lim3Slush's Twitch channel out just so you guys know. He is a freaking amazing Twitch streamer, dude. He's probably so entertaining. Freaking, he just embodies the freaking bunny. So without any further ado, let's get into it, man.
Sure, bud.
So, dude, all right, I got on your stream randomly. And somebody referred me to you. They're like, check him out. You got to check him out. And dude, as soon as I got on there, like at first I was just like, Lim3Slush, that's a cool name. I freaking love slushies. And then I got on your channel, boom, I see the bunny. And I was like, what the hell? Like, it's so original, dude. It's very unique. So where did the bunny idea come from?
So when I started doing Lim3Slush, basically I was like, I've always loved like animals and bunnies and stuff like that. And so I had to think about what exactly is going to be something fun, unique, different, comparing to like when I live stream. Because I used to live stream all the time and stuff like back years ago. Like you can even look about how old my account is. But you know, nothing really works for me. You know, I would stream a little bit, not talk, I'd be shy, stuff like that. But then one day I was like, I need to try something different. What is something that's going to help me break my shell without having to show my face? Because I'm a very private person.
Yeah.
So then Lime came about because I kept seeing all these people that use these little avatar things. So I was like, what would be different? Sure enough, Lime was born. I started thinking, I need a cute bunny and I needed something different. And that's when I thought of Lim3Slush because I was like, I want something sweet. What's something sweet? You know, a Lim3Slush. And then if I spell it with a 3, it's cute. So I made the green bunny because I also love the color green. Like I could have been Lemon slush with a 3, with a 3, but obviously you got to roll with, a nice little cute green bunny. So
dude, and it's so like I don't mean this in like any type of negative way, but it's like so marketable from like the name Lim3Slush with the 3. I mean, it's a very easily rememberable name, and it sticks out very much. And then it's freaking, I don't know, man. The bunny. It's all very marketable. Like, it's freaking legit from head to toe, man. And every time I get on your stream, like, you completely embody the bunny, man. You know?
Yeah. And I do thank you for that, too, because it is a character for me. Like, some people are like, oh, it's just Lime just you, but, with the bunny mask. I'm like, it's more like this. Lime is a character. Lime is basically a party bunny. I made him so that he's just a party animal. You know what I mean? Like, because I originally wasn't sure what I was going to stream. Like, I have streamed Overwatch. I used to be a TF2 streamer, and I tried a bunch of stuff. But then I started playing Jackbox more and more, and the Jackbox community is so amazing and supportive. Like, they have their own Twitch team. They have a lot of people who support each other, and and it's not really like one of those things of like, oh, I'm going to become the best Call of Duty player. Or I'm going to become this player. It's like, there really is no best Jackbox player. You just play Jackbox to entertain people. So I'm like, that's what I like. I get the most compliment I get on my streams is that I'm chill. People like to come in. If I have music on, I have good music. If not, I make them laugh. I get their depression to help with their depression, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that feels good. That feels really good.
Dude, there's no telling how many times I've got on your stream and you've been watching like YouTube fails or like I can't remember what the last one was, but like it was the early days of YouTube. And it was just like
Mhm.
people doing tricks and just like bailing on stuff and getting smashed. And
Yeah.
dude, I was having a horrible day that day, man. To be honest with you, it was just a really crappy day that I had. Like everything I was trying to do kept going wrong. And I got on your stream and I was dying laughing, dude. Totally forgot about my
Yeah.
crappy day that I had. So,
And I love doing the YouTube with chat because I started
mhm,
that originally because people kept going, watch this video, watch this video.
yeah.
And sure enough, I started watching one by one, and then I saw how other Twitch streamers do it. Because some people,
Hmm.
they'll just put on just chatting and then watch an entire episode of like Master Chef or something. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
but then like, where's the fun in that? You gotta try like
Hmm.
variety. That's why I think maybe the longest thing I watch is like maybe 10 minutes, and like
Yeah.
I will say this: out of all the videos, because we have some YouTube creators that we go back to constantly, is
Hmm.
Ordinary Sausage. We love
Oh
watching
God,
his
it's so funny,
weird
dude.
sausage stuff. Yeah,
So
and it's too.
it's so awkward. It's so awkward. Like you turned me on to that guy. Like I never saw him before, and then now I'm like, I can't unsee that dude. It's so
That's
awkward.
sausage. Well, we got some spillage over here.
Dude, the water sausage is freaking ridiculous. It just looks like a condom. Like
He was so mad at that too. He hated that video because it was so requested. But here's
yeah.
the thing: he spent $40 on sausage, and then everybody wanted him to make broth with the water broth to make a sausage with it. And then sure enough, he made a water sausage, and he got 1,000,000 views. His crab video only has like 400,000 or something.
Story of my life. Dude, y'all watched the SpongeBob anime like 2 days before it got taken down?
Okay, so quick story.
Hmm.
It was Soup or somebody else was like, "Hey, the SpongeBob anime just dropped.
Yeah.
You should watch it." And I was like, "Well, it is YouTube Day, so we can watch YouTube stuff." So
Hmm.
I popped it on, reacted, commented, loved it. I don't know if I have the arc somewhere or anything.
Hmm.
But sure enough, man, 2 days later, it got taken down because it wasn't child friendly. And
Wha-
so we were like, we all lucked out. Like all of us who watched it lucked out because we got to see it before it was taken down.
Yeah, for real. What was like? I never got to see it. So like, what was it? Was it extremely
Basically, yeah, it was like basically you had like Squidward as like a mini villain, but they had Bubble Bass as like the ultimate god. And
Yeah.
it was like the funniest shit too. Like, can I swear to you?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay, I had to make sure. I was like, sorry if there's any children in the room.
Come here, children.
But no, it's funny because it's exactly what it is. A SpongeBob anime. It's just overly done, overly stupid, but nicely animated, nicely progressed, and everything like that. Like it shouldn't exist, but it's fun to watch.
Dude, I love stuff like that, man. Like, especially so somebody independently just made that, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's all like I think 1 or 2 people.
yeah, that is so
The rest of
freaking
them
cool.
are like voice actors and shit.
Mm-hmm. So dude, like, how? Okay, your crowd is obviously growing. When did you notice like a difference in your viewer amount? Like, was it? Mm.
When I started getting the different viewers,
Mhm.
basically here's what happened. I was trying, like I said, other games and stuff, and none of them really took off. Like I would maybe get like 10 a stream, maybe
Mhm.
5, because the bunny was like the biggest attraction. Like people were like,
Yeah,
"Oh, it's not a guy in front of a camera." Like obviously, no offense to anybody who does that. I fully respect it, but
yeah,
I, they're like, it's different. You're not, you're a bunny and you're moving, you're talking, you can dress yourself, undress yourself, etc.
yeah.
So like, it's like it drew people in, and then that's when I started playing Jackbox because I was like, well, let me try Jackbox out. That
Yeah.
exploded to getting like 20 to 30 people a stream because
Yeah.
like people like me interacting with them. Like
Mhm.
that's the number one thing. They're not really there for me when I'm competitive. They're not really there, and this is not in a mean way. This is
Yeah, yeah.
this is like like your formula. Like
Mhm.
this is like when you finally have that formula. People like when I just play a game with them, or I'm watching YouTube, or if I do something chill, it's like Fall Guys or
Yeah.
something small, so we're still talking to them. I'm not
Mhm.
like, oh my god, I gotta kill the Moira. I gotta get this person, this person. It's like they like me more when I'm just kind of interacting with them or just having a nice, relaxing stream. Nothing like too competitive, nothing like too heart racing. It's all relaxing, and that's a big thing for me is to kind of have
Yeah.
this nice little chill vibe for people because I get it. I have IRL stuff going on too, so
Mhm.
I hate for somebody to come into my stream and be like, oh god, I had a bad stressful day, and then they watch me playing a game like a shooter. I gotta get him.
Yeah, and then you like rage quitting and like bringing all this like negativity to your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, he's not doing good today. It's like, yeah. And I used to, trust me, I got salty at times and stuff
Mm-hmm.
playing a certain game. But that's when I found my formula of like, I need to just keep my chill stream going or just playing
Yeah.
fun games with people. And that's perfect. I think that's my vibe right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah, and I mean,
And
you'll see that a lot, like in streams. Like for me, for instance, like I rarely ever do Call of Duty streams. I'm not like I play it off stream, not very much, but like I rarely play first person shooters. I'm like a story fan, you know, and like the few times that I've done Call of Duty streams have been like some of like the least interactive my chat's ever been. It's just like they're like, and I can feel it. Like I'm bringing that energy to my chat, you know.
Mhm. and everybody has like different streams. You have some streamers like if they were to go and just do like a chill stream when they're normally like all energetic and hyped up and da-da-da, then it's like people are gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, that works. But then there's
Yeah.
some people like me, you know, if I'm a chill streamer, but then I go like all energetic or this or that, then it's like different. Like basically, it's like this. There's a yin yang to everything. It's like you have
Mm-hmm.
Tosk, who is like super energetic. If you ever go to his streams, that
Killing every
dude's
camper out there and getting mad at him.
yeah, he's bouncing around and yelling and stuff, and that works for him. That's his
Mm-hmm.
personality. That
Yeah.
works. And then Lime is just your nice little calm bunny that plays games and gets you a giggle. And
Yeah.
that's I think everybody just has to find their formula. If anybody is just starting out or like wanting to, you just need to just kind of figure out what your stuff is, what's your zen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure you had a struggle for a while where you were like, what is going to be work for me? What is working?
Dude, of
What is
course.
not? What game can I play? What game shouldn't I play?
Yeah. And you know what? Like, honestly, I feel like that's self aware, like being that aware with yourself, your stream, your audience, what you have to offer, that's huge. Because a lot of streamers don't. Like, they'll be like, I mean, it took me like looking myself in the mirror and being like, all right, what's different about you? What do I have to offer that like somebody else doesn't? And the best way I heard it was one of my favorite ways I heard it, at least, was like, I'm sure you've had one friend, like just a best friend, and they chose to be your friend besides anybody else's. Like, why is that? What do you have that
Yeah.
is different, you know? And like just you being that aware of like your audience, who you are, what you're bringing to the table and stuff. I mean, like I couldn't see, dude. This is just random, all right? But like I was about to say, I could not see getting on your stream and like your bunny rage quitting and just like throwing the mic and just go nuts.
Yeah, and that's perfectly like that's something that I had to come to deal with because some people,
Mm,
and this is never going to be bad advice, and I'll tell this to people now. You never have to worry about somebody being like, oh, just play like what you want, blah blah blah. I'm like, when you first stream, I think you should definitely stream whatever you want, play what you
yeah.
want. But you also have to find a market, and I say that not in a bad way, but as in a business perspective. Because let's say your favorite game is Hot Wheels Turbo Racer for the Nintendo 64. How
Hmm.
many people are watching Hot Wheels Turbo Racing for the Nintendo 64?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's just one of those. You do have to play a more uppity game, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think like stuff like Fall Guys and little games like that are doing so well right now. Is
Yeah.
because it's like it's a very casual game. No one really cares if you win or lose in Fall Guys. You're just kind of playing a game to be on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people who don't even stream anything. They just kind of sit there and talk. And some people like to listen to some chat or chill
Yeah.
out. And that's
And I
because
feel like
everybody has their groove. Go ahead.
no, well, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like games like that, like Fall Guys, where they're not necessarily there to watch the competitive side. That's where you, as a character, or you as your person, or as just a streamer, that's where you get to like shine more, you know. And I mean, with just chatting, I'd say that's probably like the most vulnerable type streaming that
Yeah.
you can, you know. But I feel like with like games like that we were talking about, Fall Guys, stuff like that, it really allows you to really engage with people and probably form a better bond. Because like if you get on somebody's channel, Dr. Disrespect's probably not the greatest example of this, but like people get onto his channel to see him just roasting the crap out of other people, you know, and like being competitive in like single player gamers or single player games, you know. But and there's people like that, but I just feel like, you know, they might not form that strong of a bond with that streamer after, like, if you know that game goes out, then what happens,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's a big thing too is game blowout because there's some
Mm-hmm.
people, let's say, who are Overwatch pros for like 3, 4 years. Just an example. This is for any game.
Yeah.
And let's say that's the only thing they play. That's the only thing they're known for and stuff like that. But if that game fully dies or really goes downhill, like it kind
Mm-hmm.
of is right now,
Yeah.
then they're gonna struggle and they're gonna have to either find a new game or just stream it until their career just kind of goes, And
Yeah.
it's a tough part too because I could be playing Jackbox right now. Seven comes out. All the
Mm-hmm.
major streamers are gonna play Seven. So
Yeah.
all the little people who play Jackbox are going to struggle when Jackbox Seven comes out, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
big fear for me
Yeah.
because obviously they're not gonna stream all the time. Like I'm probably struggle for like a month,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a month, maybe less. But like when a new thing comes out, it's so territorial. That's why I tell people who are new game streamers, which
Mm-hmm.
bless the people that are, it is probably the hardest thing because you are up against so many people
Yeah.
just to play that one game and then throw it away as soon as they're done. As soon as that series is end, boom, they're done with it. They go to the next game or they go back to their normal stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
and I get that. I totally do because like let's say The Last of Us, like nobody's gonna play The Last of Us multiple times.
Oh, I
It's
know.
like
Yeah.
one
Yeah. It's kind of got that like one playthrough. Yeah.
yeah, it's like or Doki Doki. I've replayed Doki Doki, but you can mod that game. But there aren't
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Doki Doki mod people. Like a lot of people who want to mod the game. So it's just you got to be careful like what you want to do. Like I
Yeah.
tell that to people. Like let's say you're a mukbang person, like an
Mm-hmm.
ASMR mukbang worker. If you're planning to be that person, then you better be ready to exercise a lot if you're going to eat a lot of food, or if you're going to do like the noises and stuff. You got to actually study ASMR because some people just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they go up to the mic and talk like this, thinking it's gonna
And
work
then
for
they're
every
like,
stream.
But I'm like, no, like they want you to
yeah,
do the little, things with your fingers or make
tickle the
noises.
microphone a little bit, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
'Cause I've
yeah.
watched some ASMR people, and that's all they do is just soft talk. I'm like, what else are you gonna do? You're just
Yeah, you're
not
just
doing
whispering, man. Dude, there are some, as far as that, there are some streamers that are like next freaking level, like amazing at that. They've got like bells and stuff going. They'll like sing on one side of the mic, sing on the other side of the mic, like scratching it, doing bells and stuff.
anything.
It gets freaking nuts. Like,
Yeah,
it's nuts.
they have those like weird microphones too. Have you seen the ones that are ears?
Yes!
They like play with the little
Yes!
ears. And stuff?
Dude, those are
Yeah.
expensive as crap. I was just curious. I was like, I know how much microphones normally are, you know? Like, I wonder how much this
400
ears microphone is.
Like $400, $800.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. How much are they making on these? And should we get into this? If the bunny's soothing you to sleep, all right, maybe you got
Yeah.
yourself another market right there, you know?
See, and that's the funny thing. I wanted to do an ASMR and stuff like originally when
Uh-huh.
I first started, but then I'm like, see, I can't. I just don't think I would be just too energetic because I'm already HD enough.
That's how I
sitting here.
feel, dude. Yes, I
Agreed.
swear to God, I'm like the least. I don't know. What by the time I stream at night, I've already gone to the gym, ran, and been on a bike for probably like I'll run like at least 3 to 5 miles, be on a bike for like 10 miles, and do a full body workout at a gym, and then I get on stream, and then like I'm like this hyper all the time. I don't know, but
But yeah, I mean,
I couldn't do
I've
it.
been around Twitch for so long, but never as a streamer. Like I maybe
Yeah.
stream for fun, but it was just
Mhm.
this year, not because of quarantine or anything, but it just in general. I was so tired of like failing over and over. I was like,
Mhm.
things got to change. Lion
Yeah.
popped into my life, and he's been such a gift since.
Dude, that is
because
so awesome.
I never got a Twitch payout, so many subs, or like any
Mhm.
love like this. Because I had maybe some people would peek in or lurk for a little bit,
Yeah.
because it's sad too. Because some people would tell me like, "Oh, I got one viewer last night. I'm so happy I'm entertaining one person."
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Twitch bot. It's a Twitch bot to
Ah,
make sure
dude,
that you don't
I
have
know.
your penis out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's rough, man. And I mean, well, all right, let's go to that. Let's go back to that. Like when you first started Twitch, you said you started without Lime and you were just doing like what games were you playing back then?
Like FPS stuff, like I was doing
Mhm.
like pub and stuff like that. And I don't really play that anymore though, because it's
Mhm.
just not. It's not my cup of joe.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, in general, like I'm a shaky hand person. Like I'm like
Dude.
that ADHD. If you ever got to see my hands, they're like always shaking, and it's just
Mhm.
because I'm always moving. I do have the energy of a bunny, so
Yeah.
you know,
Dude.
and that's just the one thing for me. It's just I would just play. I wouldn't really win or do too well, but I just kind of play with music on and not
Mhm.
talk. And that was just because I was like, oh, I bet maybe one person or a couple people watch me and I can build up to it, and I never got
Mhm.
the build. And
Yeah.
that was my biggest mistake, was me expecting from others when I
Mhm.
shouldn't do that, because I could go into somebody's stream and watch and be like, "Oh, this person's boring. Oh, look at this person. They're talking and having fun." You know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's weird
And
cuz it's one of those things that like you almost have to have like some form of I think sometimes your chat can like make or break your stream in some cases too. You know, like you feed off the chat and like if you're good with talking to people. I've been on some people's streams where like the chat's just blowing up and they're like
mhm,
just completely in focus in whatever game they're doing. So like they're not even engaging in chat at all. But like for stuff like me and you do, like
mhm,
if our chat's engaged, if we're talking to our chat and stuff like that really is where we kind of have a chance to shine as like
mhm.
us. And so for those people that are like streaming to one person and they don't
Yeah.
get that chance to really talk and show off their personality, like do you have any advice for people like that maybe want to start doing something like what you're doing, but like they're doing
The, like this little bunny guy or whatnot.
yeah, something more along those lines.
So I do. Oh, man, it's getting kind of hot in here. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, it's
Ah,
getting hot.
got to
Sorry.
get those let
Anyway,
those ears down.
so the biggest thing for people is just that I will tell you this.
Mm,
Just be yourself when you first stream, because some people be like, "Oh, but I just want to play the character." I'm like, here's the thing: if I had played Lime as like a cartoon character going into audition, like
yeah.
somebody's like, "Oh, here's a picture of Lime." Hi guys, today I'm here for Lim3Slush. Today we're gonna go play some Jackbox. Hoo hee hoo hee hoo. You
Yeah.
know, like no one's gonna watch that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do it myself after 5 minutes. It's just me talking. It's just that I have my little bunny here because, if I didn't have my webcam on, nobody would click. If I was just me
Yeah.
talking Jackbox, not as many people would click and say hi.
Mhm.
But look
Yeah.
at the bunny. Look at the bunny. Oh, I'm entertained by the bunny and what Jackbox is doing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
it's all it's just all a build up, and that's what I'll tell people. It's
Mhm.
you got to think of your character, you got to think of this, and you got to take criticism, and you always have to be watch out, because I'll tell you this: doing this
Mhm.
is very troll bait. Like trolls
Oh
will
yeah.
love it, because it's either you get called furry, you get called multiple
Mhm.
bad names, you get some people that will just try to ruin your stream or like make you leave and all sorts of
Yeah.
weird stuff. You don't let it get to it. Like
So messed
like
up, dude.
everybody, like the number one question I always get asked too is like people are like, "Are you a furry? You should go join the furry people." I'm like,
Oh
I'm
my
not
god.
actually not. Like, I
Yeah.
say that because it's just a cartoon character, and that's
Mhm.
literally all I want to leave them at. Because going into like the furry stuff is just like they have their own little community, and they all have like their own little things that they do. Because I
Yeah.
visited them before, because I have like two of my streamer friends that are furries, and I went exploring. And they're like on a different culture, like because
Oh, dude, yeah,
they're
completely.
yeah,
100%.
they are like they're completely different from what I do, because a lot of
Mhm.
them are very PG. They don't swear. They don't do anything like
Mhm.
what I do.
Yeah.
And then they have like their own little art and stuff like that. Like some people will literally pay like hundreds of bucks for their character and stuff to be drawn. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I might pay like $10 for Lime, but it's like for emotes, it's for art,
Yeah,
it's for
yeah.
like a project I'm working on. Like, but
Mhm.
a lot of them will just get art just to get art, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's just imagine,
Yeah.
imagine if like I was so into Lime, like all you saw me doing is like, it's like, what'd you do today? I was like, oh, I went on Fiverr and I ordered from 5 different artists just pictures of him in his
Yeah.
alternate reality, and I'm like,
Dude, yeah.
see, I don't live Lime in an alternate reality. He lives on Twitch. He lives
Mhm.
on a Discord. He lives on as a character. Like
Yeah.
outside of I'm myself. I'm just my funny dude.
Yeah.
I'm just a funny, entertaining personality. Because
Mhm.
it's. I tell people this. I live Lime like this. I come home. I get to be a bunny for a little bit. All my problems will go away. And then I go
Mhm.
to bed. I wake up, and then I'm my human stupid self again.
Dude.
So
Yeah.
and that's just it's just a character. It's fun to do that.
And it's
It
cool
really
cuz
is.
like
Mhm.
I'd even say this like well really quick, yes. Hunt You Down asked. He said, "What if my personality is below average?" So
That go ahead.
hit it. What are your thoughts?
So if some people like, oh, I seem kind of boring and timid, I'm like, here's the thing: there are streamers and YouTubers that actually will just do nothing but talk. And here's the thing:
Mhm.
all they do is be like, so this King of the Hill episode was not as good as this King of the Hill episode, because this King of the Hill episode had Peggy and Peggy sucks. But then you have this one and there's Bobby and Bobby's funny. But it's just the way you do it, though. Like there's
Yeah.
some people like who's the best one is Critical Penguin Zero or Critical. He's a
Mhm.
YouTube commentator. He has his voice like this, where he sounds very boring, but then he has like poop titties and stuff to make things funny. And
Yeah.
so he has that boring voice and personality. But then you think about it, he takes that personality, that boring personality, and he makes it his own.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do. Everybody's made differently. Some people are like, oh, but I don't do much, or I'm kind of boring. You just have to have fun with it, though. Like if I was a
Yeah.
boring bunny, then I would still make it fun. That's what you got to do.
Dude, 100%. And I mean, honestly, like a couple of things that you said, like being able to take criticism, I think is a big thing. So like working on the things that you feel like, I mean, honestly, Hunt You Down, I know you. I don't feel like your personality is below average by any means. But like a couple of things that we had talked about, like you got to find the things that that make you different. Like what is it about yourself that you have to offer that somebody's going to tune in for? And you've got something. Everybody I think does, but it's just figuring out what that is. And that's the hard part. Like a lot of people would just get on and be like, I'm going to play this game for like 6 hours and I'm going to stream and grind my ass off and see what happens. But like,
and that happens so much too, where people will stream and they'll be like, I just did a 6-hour stream
yeah,
for 2 people, and let me tell you, I'm getting there and I'm working hard. I'm like, you're kind of not, though. You're not really moving forward. That's not being mean. That's it's not, maybe it didn't work out that stream, or maybe there's something you don't think you're doing, because streaming is extremely difficult. Like streaming is the fucking worst market, and let me tell you,
dude.
like I originally tried YouTube, I've tried Twitch, I've tried Mixer, I've tried everything.
Yeah.
But Twitch, the kick in the head that I finally got to where people were actually stopping in. I'm like, fuck. Like someone's like, oh, so what if you went to like Twitch dies, you go to YouTube? I'm like, I don't think I would be able to do too well. Like I think if enough people did like me, I think they would watch my streams on YouTube, but I don't think the market's there on YouTube for streamers. I personally, not go off subject, but I think Twitch is for streamers. You have YouTube a little bit for streamers, but for people who are more into video. Like, if I was rich enough, I would do both. I would definitely throw myself on YouTube, because there's some people, if YouTube dies, their Twitch is fine. If Twitch dies, their YouTube's fine. But me, I'm like, if Twitch dies, I got to start again on YouTube, and I just start from square one. Do I quit fully? No. Just got to start again. It's just what happens. Like, because you can't really stream on both, and also it's such a pain in the ass. So imagine if I had 30 people in my chat, and then I had like another 20 in my YouTube chat. Like that would be the hell for me. I wouldn't have fun at all. So
are we talking about like the multi-platform streaming type of stuff? 100%.
Great for new people though. Like for new people, that's the best thing ever.
Yes.
So good for new people, because that is where you find your market. Because there are some people who are great for YouTube but not for Twitch. But there's some people who are great for Twitch but not for YouTube.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that, man. I think like whenever you're first starting out, and you can kind of find your market a little bit better that way. You can find out like where are your fans coming from? Where more or less, where are they going to be at? Are they going to be on Facebook? They're going to be on, Twitch. Where is your field? But I've been kind of looking at YouTube a lot more recently, as far as like just making highlights, making all that stuff, and then posting them straight to that, So I feel like YouTube's maybe like an off-stream type way to really capitalize on what you're doing on stream, on Twitch.
And with me, as most people may or may not know, the only thing I do on YouTube is I produce lo-fi, and
I think that's so freaking awesome, dude.
I love lo-fi, because somebody's like, oh, so like, what if you quit Twitch? What would you do? I'm like, I'd honestly go to make lo-fi. I've also been in like punk bands and music. I just go back to music personally.
Yeah.
I would just keep up playing music again, and then if music didn't work out, honestly, I would probably quit like online stuff, but I would just go like go into like mail service, or like go learn to drive a train, because those are like 2 things I wanted to do since I was a kid.
Oh, dude, I thought you said something totally different other than mail service on that one. I thought you meant like escort service.
Hell yeah, dude, I'm down.
Mail escort service. Let's do
dude.
it.
Dude,
but
I was just saying, like, a new woman every night, and you get paid for it. Why the fuck not?
Genius.
So you're talking about missed market. Now you're really fighting the missed.
There, exactly. Oh god, dude. Wait. All right. Question. You were in a punk band though? You were in a punk rock band?
Yeah, I've been in like 5 different bands. I've been in as a bass player and a drummer.
Nice, dude. There you go. I didn't know that about you, man.
Basically. Let me think. So bass wise, if you know the Ramones, like Dee Dee, he was like the biggest reason why I started playing bass. And like,
Mm-hmm.
so like whenever I play bass, I play everything like downstroke. So like,
Yeah.
it's like the top 2 strings in downstroke, and you're a bass player. And that's why I ended up learning to play bass. And then with drums, it just, well, my friend was funny because she's like, "You're ADHD, right?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "We don't have a drummer. We sit behind the drum set." And sure enough, I picked up the drums like instantly.
Just douche. There you go,
Yeah.
man. Nice.
And
Like,
so,
well, no, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, I feel like whenever you're ADHD, like, I've been diagnosed with that. Whenever I was in school, I had to take Ritalin, and then they got me on like, I can't remember what the like 24-hour Ritalin is. I don't know, but they had me on that too. But I feel like music is a good way to escape because like it's and just like streaming, it's like multiple things are going on at once to kind of like stimulate your brain a little bit more, you know, like.
and the thing is, like, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just, like with like video games, like for streaming, like you've got all these things going on. Got to make sure your setup's still working properly. Got to make sure you're talking to your chat. Got to make sure you're like doing good on the video game, like all these things. And so like, I don't know. I feel like it almost gives us an advantage having ADHD that we can like just completely not focus fully on one thing, but focus on a lot of different things, you know?
Two Man said it perfectly because he was always getting letters and stuff like, "What do I do? I have ADD, ADHD," and he literally said, "If you have ADD or ADHD, you have a superpower."
Yeah.
Because don't listen to the people that are saying it's a disease or this and that. You have a damn superpower, and you're gonna
Yes.
find out the one thing you're good at, and
Yeah.
you're gonna excel. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's true though. It really is. You find like
Mhm.
Twitch streaming and music are like being on in front of people is literally my thing. Like somebody's
Yeah.
like, "What if you were in front of like 100,000 people?" I'm like, dude, I would be
Bring it.
so jumping on stage. I would be moving everywhere. I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
Like that's my muse. I'm here to entertain people. Like that's what I want to do with my life. I want to help
Yeah.
people and be in front of people and make people happy or laugh or something, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree, man. And for me, like, so, okay, it's weird. I'm like a weird, just a lot of random crap just shoved into a body. I have like ADHD, so I'm like really hyper, but I also have really high anxiety. So I have like, if I get anxious, it's like multiplied because I'm like really hyper. I'm like, oh God, something's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. So like, all like, before a show, I talked about this on one of my podcasts before, but like, all like before a concert, have a panic attack and I'll throw up or something like that before a show because I'm like freaking out, all the bad stuff that could happen. I'm like thinking it's going to happen and all this stuff. And then as soon as I get on stage, I'm just like you said, dude, it could be like 100,000 people there. And I'm like, yes. But leading up to it, I am like the worst, like just a nut job, dude. I'm like the worst, man.
It's kind of like when you board a plane. I think the best thing to think of it is like when you board a plane, think about it. You're like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. You're very scared. You don't want to get on the plane because you're, you know, this and that. And then sure enough, you get on the plane, it's still scary. You're up in the air. Okay, this isn't bad. You land, you get out of the plane, like, okay, that wasn't as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a mindset of everyone. Everyone has a different, because there's some people who fly so often that they, you know, they're like, oh, I do this all the time. They don't really give a shit. They go on, they do their thing, and they leave. And it's just how you perceive life. It's all different. Life is different for everyone. And that's something I think a lot of people don't know, because there's a good example. We were playing the trivia game that you popped into.
Yeah.
You know, there's times I was like, how did you not know Augustus Gloop fell into the chocolate liver? How the hell did you not know Max was the Grinch's dog? You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, all these people are different. Some people haven't seen the Grinch. Some people don't remember the Grinch. Some people don't know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's like, but you yourself, you're like, damn, how did they not know this? But that could happen with me though. You could hand me one of your guitars and be like, okay, just play Wonderwall for me. I want to hear this, and I'll be like, I don't know. You'd be like, how do you not know Wonderwall? It's so easy. You know. And like I don't know how to play Wonderwall. Yeah,
I actually that's been a thing recently that I've been kind of like working with myself. Is realizing that like people haven't had the same life experiences as you, so like not judging them based on your own personal life experiences, which has been like I don't know why I've never thought of things like this, but like easy example, right? My daughter. She is just a very messy eater, dude. And like whenever she goes to clean her hands, she'll like take a napkin and like normal napkin. She'll just like wad it all up and like not even really clean her hands off. It's just like this huge grease ball of napkin. And it's like a horrible, like, I'm like, you don't know how to use a napkin? What the heck? So I had to show her how to use a napkin, and I got so aggravated with myself. I'm like, how have I'm failed as a parent. She doesn't know how to use a napkin or whatever. And,
Really know how to use a napkin.
right. I'm like, what in the heck? This is not how you use napkins.
Speaking of messy food,
right?
when I eat chicken wings, it's the best. It's like I get it all over my hands.
Stuff everywhere.
People are like, "You're a fucking slob when you eat chicken wings." And I'm like, like so.
It's like in your eyebrows. You got like chicken wing sauce in your eyebrows. But I mean, like stuff like that. I've like realized, like I don't know, man. Like just because she hasn't ever been taught how to properly use a napkin, which is so stupid. But like just because she hasn't learned that, like I can't get aggravated with her. And people like I can apply that with everything, dude. Like, you know, I don't know. Somebody doesn't use a turn signal while you're driving and you like freak out. You're like, maybe nobody ever showed them that, you know? They're going slow in the fast lane. Their dad never told them to like not ride in the fast lane slow or something. And it's just with everything. I've learned to like maybe judge people a little less harshly just because I know something or just because I think one way doesn't mean it's always right type thing, you know?
Here's a good example. So here's something new for the cast for everybody in here.
Mm-hmm.
Some new information about offline Lime.
Yes.
I don't drive. So
you don't drive at all?
Yeah, I don't drive at all. I'm like way too ADHD. So even if I like
there you
go to take a test, I freak out. I don't like being behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared if I hit somebody or hit somebody's car, they'll fucking kill me. Or, you know, if I get into an accident, it's my fault, and then I have to live with the guilt for the rest of my life. And it's a big panic for me because I'll be like, oh, I can deal with that, and they do. And so people just don't care. For me, I'm like, I care. Like the worst instance was when I used to be a cart pusher, and accidentally one day I was like using the machine, and I got too close to one of the cars, and I hit it. And the lady was like, I'm gonna call the police on you. You're
really?
racist. You know, and just started going off on me. Like I didn't hit somebody who was nice about it. So like, hey, it happened. You know, let's get the insurance and stuff, and was nice about it. No, she was like calling me a racist, wanted to get me in jail.
Oh my god, dude!
Kill her kids and like all this sort of weird shit. And I was, you know, I had a panic attack since that day about like even being near cars because they freak me out. People scare me. Like people. That's why I'm such a homebody person. Like I'll go to TwitchCon, I'll go to conventions and stuff. That's fine because that's my domain. I know what the people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like driving or doing anything else, I hate being outside. I'd rather be chilled at home or you know, at another friend's house or something. But I'm just a homebody person.
Yeah. So hold on. You accidentally hit this lady's car with the buggy, and she blew up, and it went to you're trying to kill her son, and you're a racist.
Yeah.
Oh seriously. My god, dude. How does it get to that though? Like what? I'm sure like you weren't like, yeah, take that car. You were probably like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Brand new, mind you. I was a week on the job.
Wow.
They had this little machine thing you use to get the carts up, and so I was trying to drive it. I was learning to drive it, and I got a little too close, and I nicked the back of it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that's when she got out and blowing up at me, and that's why I'm like, you know, even to this day, I'm still the same way because the best thing that people will still subscribe it is Karen culture.
Oh yeah, dude.
She was trying to get. I can guarantee you, if she did that, not for just me in jail and blah blah blah, she probably just wanted extra money.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Cash. So, and that's why I freak out. Like, not even like freak out and stuff. Like, there's sometimes like I've gone from like being scared now to like a lot of it's turning into rage. Like when you get older, anytime you're like scared of something, like when you're younger, you get scared. Like unless you're like a teenager who grew up a little tougher, like a lot of it's rage. But when you get older, it turns into rage. So like if somebody upsets you, you want to duck them, you want to insult them, you want to like go find something they love and go make them upset. You know?
Yeah.
Like a good example is, you know, I had to help clean a restroom once, and you know, a guy's like, "Hey, can my grandma go in there?" I'm like, "Hey, dude, I'm trying to clean." And he's like, called me an asshole.
Oh my god.
You know, I was like, "Hey, come back here! You come back here! You come back here right now!" I was like, she can go in. I said, if you ever talk to me like that again, we'll go outside and I'll make sure you watch what happens.
Yeah.
And he freaked out.
Dude.
And, you know, I exploded. I didn't lose my job or get in trouble, but I exploded at him because I was like, that's it. You know, don't call me an asshole. I'm just trying to work.
Yeah.
You know, please.
Dude, I don't know where like people have the like entitlement where they're like, oh, I can call you whatever because you work here and you can't do anything about it. Like that to me is some of like the worst people, dude. I don't understand. Like, just treat each other with common courtesy, man. And then you never would have had to get aggravated and then called him out on some stuff. and then he would never have to feel like demasculated, probably, because he's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, all
He
right,
doesn't have a good life, and he takes it out on people.
yeah,
It's
yes,
the same
dude.
thing. It's like you can take your anger because somebody accidentally put a pickle instead of an olive on your Subway sandwich, and then that Subway sandwich person, turns the other way when you get into a car accident. They're not going to help you out of the
Dude,
car.
yeah. I think people just need to be like, I swear, common courtesy is something that is like absent with a lot of people now. And it's just like, dude, if I'm the same way with me and you right now talking that I am with a random stranger. I am the same person like with anybody, unless you've already like wronged me or something like that. But I mean, like, I'm just like a random stranger. I'm gonna hold the door open for people. Like I do that type of stuff, and I just feel like there's not a lot of people out there that are doing that still. Maybe because they've been like crapped on by somebody else, but the Karens are taking over. Is what I'm trying to say right now.
It is, and it's a mixture of just, I think, abuse. I think a lot of people have taken, because if you look at it now, obviously you're a parent, so you can understand this. A lot of people don't really know how to raise a kid. I think as it compared to like the 90s and the early 2000s, because it's a different world. Because you got to think of it like this, like in the 90s, we weren't even allowed to swear. If you're like a 90s
I know.
or 80s baby,
Yeah.
like, I see kids now. Like this little girl, I swear to God, I swear to my life here.
Yeah.
This little girl was like walking by me the other day, and this is literally what she said. She was like 6 years old. She goes, "Where's the goddamn avocados?"
Oh my
And I was
God.
like,
6 years old?
6!
Yeah.
You're 6 years old.
Dude, you know what my mom would have done if I was 6 and said that? I'd be in the hospital still from how hard she slapped me, dude.
Dude,
Like,
my ass would be so red.
for
I would have
real.
cherry.
And then now, like, there's like videos of like kids cussing at their parents on YouTube, and they're like, "What did you say?" And it's like, dude, you're like setting the example for how this kid is gonna, like, if he's acting like that at that age, think of how crappy he's gonna be in the future.
Well, here's the thing too. Now you can't spank your kids because it can be labeled abuse.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's stupid. I'm like, you're not like punching them in the face or kicking them or throwing them. Like, no, you're hitting their butt, which your butt is like the least painful thing. They've literally discovered it. Your ass is literally the least painful spot to get hit. That's why people like getting spanked, because you don't feel it as bad. So I'm just saying,
I bet it just turned a lot of people into having like weird daddy issue fetishes, and then that's probably what happened.
And that's the thing too. It's just that's how people are, though. Like you have some people, like, I only got spanked like twice. I mean, I was being a big ass shit too.
Yeah.
But like, I knew I earned it. Like, but let me tell you though, my mom was definitely not a hitter, because I guess like one day I was being a little shit. My dad slapped me in the back of the head. My mom like went up to him and went, "Oh, boom," and slapped her like 10 times harder.
Oh my God.
Like,
yeah.
Never ever do that again. And he was like, "Okay."
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
It's all different. All parents are different, because there's some, they let their kids, they buy their kids like millions. Like, there's some kids, if you go on YouTube, they have like $1 million worth of Supreme shit in their like, just their room, and they're like, so, my mom, she's losing the BMW. I'm getting that one. She's getting her Mercedes soon. I don't really care. I might go like throw the BMW off a cliff or something, and I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna see a BMW in my life.
I know. That's dude. I swear to God, that's exactly how.
It's different timelines. People have different timelines. It's interesting. That's why there's so many people who will watch the rich kids though, because it's like, damn, I'm not rich in this lifetime, but he is. He's fun to watch.
Yeah. So. Dude, I totally see that, but I don't even know how we got on that. But parents, freaking get back to it. It's I don't know. It's freaking hard though. I will say that, man. Being a parent myself, it's like definitely. I wish that there was like a definitive, like, here you have a baby, and then they're like, here's this handbook. It's gonna come in handy one day. Just read it. Whatever year your kid is, this is how you deal with it.
That's the fun thing with podcasts, though. It's just because it is fun to go on one subject and then the next.
Yeah. I totally love it, dude. There's no freaking boundaries here. The only,
I didn't expect you to come on with like a little sheet of paper, and be like, okay, next question.
Next question, please.
When were you born on this day?
Yeah. Did you get a dad joke book? All right, that is a good question that they just asked, and no, but I have since acquired a few. Okay.
I'm at 0. I don't have any children or a girlfriend or anything.
Well, once you get that, kid, if you ever do, I'm gonna mail you a dad book joke. Okay, please. That's my sworn duty.
So, and that's a funny thing too. So, a lot of people, actually, that's another misconception a lot of people have. they ask where's Mrs. Lime or where is your girlfriend? Da, da, da. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, currently not dating because it's just not my thing right now. This is not
Yeah.
a good year for my girlfriend
Dude,
personally.
2020 has
So,
not been a good year, I don't think, for anything much, dude. My God.
no. And I'm also moving soon too, so I don't want to get a girlfriend here and then be like, oh hey,
Yeah.
guess what? What? I'm moving tomorrow. Bye.
I'm out.
You know.
Peace. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but just in general, I like being more free than anything because it's like, because you have somebody who can be really as open as you, but then you have
Mm-hmm.
some people. It's like you look at like one girl and you're automatically they'll be like, oh, you're my ex. You should not be looking at another girl. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
whoa.
Dude, the terrifying thing is like there's no, I mean, with like dating nowadays, right? Like I say this, I'm happily married because like I'm terrified of the dating scene, dude. Like the things that I've seen now, I'm like, okay, dude, so I don't know how bad it is with guys, so I can't speak from the woman's perspective on this issue, okay? I do not mean to offend any woman out there. I'm sure guys do stuff like this. But like, okay, so say you go on a date, right? She's got like long hair. She's got like whatever you really like. Maybe she's got a big butt or something like that. Huge boobs or something. I don't even know. Like all these different things.
My wife who come to life.
Right? Okay, so all this happens. And then the next day, you see her again, but she's not made up. And she doesn't have long hair. She had extensions in. She doesn't have big boobs. She had like something on. And she had like, dude, they got fake butts, fake eyelashes, fake everything. It could be a completely different person.
Give me one of the big fake butts, man.
Dude,
I need one of
no, I mean they have like, dude, I swear, it's like like padded underwear, right? You get catfished, and like in real life, you could be like, oh, this girl, and then boom, next time you see her, she's totally different, and I'm like, that's what I'm terrified of. So I'm like, I'm glad I'm married because I know what I've got, 100%. I'm happy with it, and like, I don't know, dude. I'm terrified of the dating scene. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. No, the thing that makes me laugh though is like I'm more of this personality. So like, let's say I meet, I'm talking to a girl online, finally wants to meet, and let's say I don't get ghosted.
Mm-hmm.
I meet up and it's like a dude.
Yeah.
Someone would like, I'd be like, here's the thing about this. I'm not mad that you're a dude. I'm more mad that you lied, and that's what
Exactly.
I actually told that to someone too because I didn't get catfish. This guy was like saying like, "Oh, I'm a girl," blah blah blah, and then I looked into the dude, and I was like, if you're looking to date or something like that, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm more upset that you lied to me, like more than anything. Don't fucking lie.
Yes, 100%.
Fucking lie. That's like your number one thing. Because some people like, I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. If somebody's like, does that mean that goes, if you didn't enjoy me at this, you don't deserve me at this?
Yes. Yeah.
It's exactly how it goes. Because imagine if you met your wife and you're like, oh, she's all beautiful because she was all done up for one date.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like next day, nothing in, no makeup, no nothing, and you're like, ugh. Like this isn't an anime where they wake up beautiful.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But
I think
like,
go ahead.
No, like you're saying, it's like I guess it's the honesty factor. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the part that freaks me out. Cause like you said, like, I mean, looks and stuff like that are like skin deep. So, I mean, you could like, I don't know. Could you imagine marrying somebody just for looks?
Dude, it happens more than you think though. That's the sad part.
And then I think those people go out and they're like, dude, what have I done? That's probably like the divorce factor. You know what I mean? Like that's why the divorce rate's so high. Cause like, some girl married a guy that's like got a 6-pack and just like ripped up and stuff. And then he gets married and he's like, well, time to let the gym go.
It's like, I've met more people where it's like with like some people like, oh, like girls like, oh, I only have guy friends because girls suck. But then I know, vice versa with the other gender.
Yeah.
But it's funny too is like, I feel the same way because it's like there's times where I've met a guy, I'm like, this is like, I would totally just, go for this dude because he's got a good personality and like is super nice and helpful and actually works. But it's like at the same time, it's like, I like this girl because it's a girl.
Yeah.
So it is that complication thing because there's some people, it's like, God almighty, they have the best personality, but damn, just not my type. But then it's like, person, damn, they have a nice body, but God, they're such a
a horrible person. Yeah.
And it sucks. It really does. It's like, damn, can it be like Freaky Friday? Swap the two.
Yeah, dude. There's a video that Jody, my wife, she showed me. It's the crazy scale, I think. Crazy hot scale is what it's called. And it's like a dude, he's like a cop or something like that. and he breaks it all down on a chalkboard or on a whiteboard, and it goes for guys and girls, doesn't matter, but it's like a scale, and it's like either they're like, it's so funny, dude. I'll send it to you one day. You just tell me what you think, but it's so true, man. There's like, I don't know. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous.
It's a funny thing. Like somebody's like, so what is like your style of woman? I'm like, honestly, this is gonna be weird. Hear me out though.
Hit me with
I'm
it.
more tomboy girls because here's the thing, they're like your best guy friend, and they could be your girlfriend and wife at the same time. That's like the best fucking mix right there. You win.
Yes, dude.
I'm like, why is that like so like some people are like, oh, I don't want that because it's just like I'm dating a dude, and I'm like, dude, you have no confidence of yourself.
For real.
That's what you're worried about. Like,
Yeah, dude.
that happens a lot more now too because like now people can be openly like gay and stuff like that. So like if somebody is like a little curious or something like that, they're still like living in like the the 50s where it's like, oh, if I say anything about being bi or gay, I'm gonna be like,
everybody's gonna kill you or something. Yeah.
We're completely different now. It's 2020. I have a lot of people like shit. Even like the store I work at, I constantly see girls with girls or guys with guys. Like it's very common now.
Yeah, it's definitely not as messed up as it was like back in I don't know, dude. Like thinking back like to when I grew up, like I don't. People were definitely treated a lot differently, dude. You know.
Remember like 2000, like between like 2000, I think like 5 and no, like 2000, between like 2000 maybe 2006, when gay was like used as stupid, where people like, oh, dude, that's gay. Like, oh, that's gay.
Yeah.
Like, that was common.
Dude.
Now it's gone. If you notice, it's like completely gone. Like nobody says gay. Like, gay, like, oh, that's gay. Like,
I actually just talked to literally today on the phone as I was going to pick my daughters up from school. One of my friends just said that. And they're like, everything back then was gay. And then like, and I was like, yep. He was like, no, you can't say it. I was like, no, you shouldn't. It's probably, there's better things to say now. Like,
I think my favorite deleted word is nard. When people would be like, they get like racked their nuts and they go, oh, my nards.
My nards. Dude, I
Like,
saw somebody typed that out the other day and put it on something like, it was one of my friends. He's like a wrestler or whatever. And he's a wrestler. And he was talking about he got hit in the nards. I was like, dude, no, he did not just say that. It's on Twitch somewhere, dude. Or Twitter. I don't know. I died.
Yeah, it's a lot of words that get deleted, not because of this or that, but stuff goes out of style. Like, like so some people still say cool, but like cool's not even being used more. Like people are saying like epic or sweet, or, like it's all changing. Like words come and go. And like I just learned this the other day. Apparently, swag is in the dictionary. Swag, like SWAG.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it was we were playing the horror game, my trivia murder party.
Yeah.
And people literally asked that. They're like, because somebody put swag, and I was like, swag's not a word. You can't put swag in. And sure enough, it accepted swag.
They took it. Dang it. Well, they're always adding new stuff. I can't remember what the like big word was that they added in the dictionary that everybody was like, wait, what? Dude, if they put Snooki, which is that's still a dated reference. That is now a dated reference. But like, did they put that in the dictionary? I'm going to have to Google this. I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what it was. There was like some ridiculous word that they put in the dictionary not too long ago. I want simp in the dictionary.
I'm down for simp to be in the dictionary.
Yes.
It's about damn time.
And somebody needs to have like the definitive, like this is exactly what it means. Like
example, iDubbbz.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, well, yes. 100%.
Not to be mean to him, but it's because he started that whole simp shit. Like that's like when people called him a simp, it started a chain. If you ever watched it, like after that, because then you had the OK Boomer girl, like people called all her fans simps, and then you had Pokimane. A lot of people called her fans simps, and this is not towards the women or the streamers. I'm saying the people who talk about the audience. It's like, oh, I don't go onto this girl stream because she has this bunch of simps or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just how it is, though. Like, and I think that there is a difference because I think some people legitimately enjoy her content.
Yeah,
oh yeah, this is pretty good. And they give them $5. Now, if you're somebody who's just like, John, here's $100. Show me your feet on stream. Then yeah, it's simp. Like, that's
dude,
straight up simp.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up.
Like, hey, here's the sub. Thank you for all that you do. This is entertaining. I was like, yeah, but there's a lot of guys that just donate like $20 just so that they can be like, thank you.
Heart hands your name. Yeah.
Here's my heart. And some guys live for that, and it's kind of sad if you think about it.
I feel like now in the culture now, at least I've seen a lot of backlash for stupid random stuff. Like you'll get called a simp for just like agreeing or like giving any kind of praise at all to a woman now, like which is messed up. Like on Twitter the other day, I was there's a fighter that I like. Her name's Paige Van Zandt. She's a freaking awesome fighter, but I got freaking dogged just because I said she's a good fighter and she's going to do good stuff for the new promotion she's going to. They were like, "Oh, you freaking simp, blah blah blah." Like, "Are you crazy? She's freaking horrible," and all this stuff. And they were just like bashing the crap out of her. And I was just like pretty much like saying good luck on the new freaking platform that you're going to.
You know, Rhonda did that too when somebody was like, "So
Yeah.
how is it that this Australian doctor only gets paid this amount of money while you get paid like 2-3 more times for this and blah blah
Mhm.
blah?" Like, or no, it was women's soccer. Sorry, it was for women's soccer.
Mhm.
How come women's soccer makes less than you? Blah blah blah. And she's like, you know, I am actually one of the most prized fighters in the league. People
Yeah.
actually pay extra just to come see me. So it's not because
Mm-hmm.
of the soccer playing. It's because I am highly demanded.
Yeah.
I'm one of the fighters in the league. So obviously I'm getting paid more because people want me to go fight. And I
Yeah.
was like, exactly. Like imagine if I got paid $20,000 to go on stream, and it's not because of this and this. It's because people demanded the bunny. People want more green.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Cake Pop just said she's gonna call you a simp if you use the emotes in it. Nice. But yeah, dude, there you go. I think Paige Van Zandt going to that, everybody just dogged the crap on it. I don't think one person, and I was just trying to be positive. I was just trying to be like, I'm freaking stoked for them and stoked for everybody. And then like they just like attacked. They were like, oh what? Freaking sharks smelling blood, man. They just went for it.
Dude, it's funny. So speaking on UFC, because this is to you, because you're a big
Yes.
UFC guy. So
Oh yeah.
I want to ask some stuff.
Mhm.
When did you get into it? Because I lived in Texas
Mhm.
until like before I graduated, and a lot of people got into it like 2012 roughly. Like is
Yeah.
that like just like when it peaked, or was like that's when it started? Like
They started doing like before that, it was still like they were doing like promotions and stuff, but it was all on pay-per-view. Like they'd only do like one pay-per-view a month or something like that. And they were like I remember going over the first UFC. My one of my friends is like my brother's best friend. His dad rented it and we went and watched it over at his house. So like I remember seeing that and being like, yes, just like I've always been into boxing and like I don't know, man. I was like a kind of like violent kid whenever I was growing up, you know, probably because I had like all this energy. I don't know. And I had a lot of siblings too, so like we'd always like wrestle and like, you know, just stupid stuff. And but yeah, so pretty much the first UFC I was so stoked on. And but whenever around that time that you're talking about, they started doing a thing called The Ultimate Fighter, and that's whenever it just took mainstream and everybody started watching it. So pretty much.
And so, because here's a funny thing, like, because I told you your other stream, I'm a boxer. I like watching all the different boxer stuff. Like,
yeah,
even
dude.
if you named a boxer, I'd be like, oh yeah, I know who that is, or I've heard of them, and stuff like that. Even over time, people would tell me like all these other boxers, and I'm like, I know all these names. Like, I remember all these names from when I was a kid, and so. But the funny thing is, though, I've seen Kimbo Slice and like other boxers try to go in and fight UFC, but they just do horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just because with boxing, it's all upper strength and footwork. But like with UFC, it's like everywhere, man. You have to be like a little spider. You have to be like a spider.
100%.
Boxing, you just hit hard. Like Kimbo's a hard hitter. People would literally be like, we'll offer you $200 to $500 just to get a punch in the gut by Kimbo, and it would like fucking hurt. But, like,
For
you
real.
get, $500.
Yeah. Pretty much what that is like, okay, so first, I don't know if you heard this, but Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ right now, he is possibly going to be doing a UFC fight, but he's training for a long time before he actually does that.
That's the difference, because those guys,
Yeah.
UFC is popular right now. They go and train for a couple months and then go into a ring and get their ass handed to them.
Yeah. So I feel like it's pretty much parallels. Like, I don't think that a UFC fighter could go into a boxing ring and beat a boxer. Like you saw it with Conor McGregor. He was like the first guy that really tried to do that. But then like most of the time it's a little bit more favorable, at least for a UFC fighter going into a boxing match than it is for a boxer to go into the UFC, just because there's like, you know, what you're pretty much your fist, but then you've got elbows in the UFC, knees, chokehold, submission.
You can't elbow in boxing because
Yeah.
anything below your wrist that
Mm-hmm.
you hit with is actually a penalty. Or
Yeah.
it can get qualified. So and like
Mm-hmm.
and even with boxing, you can't down hit. You
Yeah.
have to straightforward. If you like, if I were to go boxing and I go like for a down hit or an up hit,
Mm-hmm.
like that can actually get me disqualified. You have to go for a
Yeah.
straight clean jab.
Yeah.
That's why they tell you jab, left jab, right jab.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they will never say you go for a punch, just punch them. It's like no, you got to jab because
Yeah.
it's all stiff.
And
That's why
something I've
boxers.
noticed. Yeah,
Go ahead.
something I've noticed in boxing recently too is like used to it was called dirty boxing whenever you grapple, like grab the guy or whatever, and then sneak in a couple of shots. And it's not like the ref will break you up and stuff, but now it's like a lot more acceptable. More boxers are doing that a lot more. Like they're getting really good at clinching and then just doing the like dirty boxing, sneaking in that punch. But
It
I don't.
depends on the situation though, because here's the thing: is like
Mhm.
a lot of times with the grapple, it's just because they somebody like let's say you're feeling woozy, you're like you need a second.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
grapple there so that they can breathe, and then
Mhm.
that way they can get the ref to check them. Because if you just stand there
yeah,
and don't do anything, that's free jab because you didn't
Mhm.
submit. So like when you do like the hugging thing, then yeah. But then there's some boxers who will overly hug and then they get booed, and I'm like that's because you're wasting time. What they're trying
yeah,
to do is get the most jabs and waste time by doing the
Mhm.
grapple, and a ref will actually call a fight for that as well. Because
yeah,
the grapple is only for a break to say, "Hey ref, I need a second."
yeah, yeah.
Out.
It's getting crazy, man. But I mean,
And a lot of boxers though, like I stopped watching boxing.
Mhm.
It's all money now. Like if you
Oh,
watch any
definitely.
fight, it's all rigged. And somebody's like, "Oh no, it's not true." I'm like, "No, no, no, no. Watch the
Mhm.
punches, watch everything. It's all scripted now, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
so
I
they
could
can get
definitely
their
see that.
dollars and leave." And it's
Mhm.
sad, dude. Like that, I'll watch the lower levels, like the kids that just wear the helmets and stuff and box. I'm
Mhm.
like, that's fine, but like, that's why I would never become a pro boxer because I'm like, I could go like 3-12 and like
Yeah.
go. I'd go down rich though. Like that's the funny thing. I'd go down a rich
For
because
real though, dude. For real.
I would be happy because they'd be like, yeah, this is the shittiest boxer in the world. I'm like, yeah, but where's your Lambo?
Yep. Dude, I mean, I don't know. I'm such a fan of like combat sports, but like boxing, I definitely agree. There's so much corruption in that, and like I mean, you've got super fights like the Tyson, the Fury and Wilder fight that happened, the Fury Wilder
Yeah.
2 fight that happened too. You've got like it's been built up so much that if you don't feel like there's somebody behind the scenes pulling some strings in some way or another, then people are just crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, and then people like you can't really fake getting knocked out too much, I don't guess, but at the same time, like you can definitely take a shot that you shouldn't have taken. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if he's swinging, you could have maybe moved. I don't know, but well, man, I wanted to talk to you about some stuff too, because we were talking about I'm cake. Oh, there you go. Heck yes. I wanted to talk to you about like the future, where you're thinking Lim3Slush is going to be heading to. Like, what do you see in the future for your stream, for your for Slush, for everything?
So my future, my goal is, I have merchandise and stickers and stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very hyped for it, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on a partnership right now. I have like 2 energy sponsorships I'm talking with.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get sponsored by them so that I can start doing this more full time because the
Yeah.
more full time, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as a money grapple. It's not me selling out. It's like, like it's not like me being like, oh, I'm going to switch platforms for $1 million something, which,
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, no, no. All I want is so that I can stream full time. If you guys can give me that, then I will make you so happy. And that's all I
Yeah.
want to do. And so that's what I've been telling people. It's just, you just kind of got to do what you want to do. But the thing with me in my future is this: I would love to get partnered on Twitch so I can get the swag bag at TwitchCon and be featured more.
Yeah, dude.
And,
Yeah.
I just am going to keep working out everything. I'm trying to go full time. That's the main goal right now,
Mm-hmm.
and get my sponsorship and get into like photos and stuff. Like the biggest thing I think I fear is at some point I will have to start showing face. I think that if I get signed, the face is going to have to start showing more. And I think like the people I sign with, it might be like, yeah, you can have some days with Bonnie, but some days we would like you to, be drinking your energy drink or whatever on stream or do what you got to do. I'm like, why can't I do both? Where I can have the bunny, but then be like, oh hey, human, can you get me my water bottle? Sure. And then like I switch cameras, it's me
Dude,
with like
yes. Oh my
and
God,
drinking
that'd be
my stuff,
amazing.
And
And
I've had plans for that too. Like I have plans to hire a human as well to do all that. If you,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
So,
Honestly, too, like, so a few things I would say in that maybe. Like, first of all, like, if you get a sponsor, it would be almost even cooler for them if you could bring their sponsor and animate it. Like, so say you've got an energy drink from somebody, from one of your sponsors or something like that. You could have, like, them incorporated in the bunny burrow somehow, you know what I mean? And instead
yeah.
of like having to necessarily bring take the bunny out of your stream, you could almost even bring the sponsorship into your stream with the bunny,
Yeah. Yeah, and I do that now. Like I have stickers. Like whenever you get to see my streams, there's like the little GG sticker, then there's the glitch energy sticker and stuff like that. And I put it like at the bottom of the projector.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like my goal. I want to just fill up the projector with like everything like that.
Yeah.
And someone's like, "Oh, so what if they told you how to change this and this and this?" I'm like, "Depends." Because if there's some that are like overly changey, probably not. But like, if it's something that's gonna make me advance, then yeah. Like if someone's gonna be like, "You have to have this, 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 and this. We'll pay you $20, and you can't do this, 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 this," I'll be like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah.
But if it's something like, "Oh, hey, you need to show your face maybe once in a while, or at least take some photos," I'd be like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people do want their privacy. Like there's a really good interview by Anthony Padilla called Masked YouTubers. He does an interview. He's like, I spend the day with masked YouTubers.
Yeah.
All these people have like millions of subscribers or like tons of people on their streams and they never show their face. They don't webcam, they don't do anything.
I mean, if you look at it like this, like I know that it's still a person, dude. Dr. Disrespect. He's got a freaking wig on. He's got the glasses on all the time. He's technically wearing a costume. I mean, he never, like, do you ever see him out of his costume, really?
No, and even like when he gets in trouble and stuff, like somebody doing something weird off camera, he still leaves in costume. He never, like, the only time he was never in costume was him crying about him cheating on his wife.
Yeah, yeah. And that was, I mean, that was his choice to break character and do stuff like that was. But beyond that, like, dude, everything that he does, any of his, even his sponsors and stuff like that, are incorporated into like his character, his world. So I feel like if you do get like more sponsors that are involved with like Lim3Slush, you could incorporate them, bring them into your world, and then even take take some of the money that you get from that and into just making the animations more like just more intense, more like just insane. Like, because if you look at I hate to keep going to this guy, but if you look at Dr. Disrespect's stream, like he just started out just doing the green screen backing and the costume, and then now he's got the whole like complete animated scenes where like it's like him in his freaking car driving to the freaking arena, and in the whole arena he's got like, it just is, his character is taking over his stream, dude.
Yeah, and that's the goal with Lime as well.
Yeah,
I don't really ever plan on just being like, "Oh, hey, I'm Lime. I'm wearing bunny ears." That I want to keep the character. I think that I might do like some like side stuff if I have to do like a sponsorship thing. Then I'd be like, "Hey, human, can you talk about my sponsorships?" And then like I turn my chair around. I'm like, "Yes, so and so with this energy drink, blah 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 blah." Now back to you, Lime. And then goes back to my little bunny guy, like, "Thank you, human."
Yeah,
and that's like my goal. Like,
that's a good way to do it.
Idea and stuff like that. Someone's like, "Well, what if they steal?" I'm like, people do that all the time. Like, there's guys who do different cameras for different things. Because you have some people, it's like, "Wow, that was really stupid." Turns to the next camera. Nah, it really wasn't. It's just like a different personality on the second camera. The issue with it though, it's expensive because I have to buy a stream deck. I have to buy another webcam. I have to have a different setup, and it's like I have a small little area. Like I literally stream in my living room. I don't have. My room's too small to stream in, and all that. Like when I get my own room, like when I move, then yeah, I can definitely, do a stream deck and all that cool shit. But it's like right now for what I have, this is so perfect. And I just want to streamline doing his own little thing. Like a guy I watch a lot is Tipsy Tune. He is a huge Jackbox streamer. Like he has 100+ people in his streams every time he does. Yeah. He showed during one of his interviews, like his stream setup. He has 4 TV screens, like monitors.
Dude, nice.
So he literally has like one above him, and then like 3 open right here, and like all you see is them share like the main one.
Yeah.
So it's like some streamers they do need that big setup, and some streamers they need one screen. They need one stream, a webcam, and a decent PC or a laptop. Like there's some people who literally they just stream with like a little They stream with like a laptop. They stream
Yeah.
with a laptop and then they connect their Switch to it and they
Mm-hmm.
play Animal Crossing. And that's literally how they
Dude,
got
yes.
popular.
Yeah.
I do keep doing that, by the way. People have asked me. I actually just bought a Nintendo Switch with my
Yes.
payout. Like I helped get one, so I will be doing a lot more Nintendo stuff as well. Because I do love Jackbox, but I do want to take a breather from it sometimes. Like some people are like,
Mhm.
oh, I will never get bored of Jackbox. Blah blah. I'm like, yeah, but there's some days I kind of want to just chill on stream.
Yeah.
And, because you're hosting a whole damn party when you're with
Oh, dude, for
Jackbox.
real.
Oh my god, you have all these guests that some of you know and some people are brand new. You got to keep an eye on them. You got to have the energy to read your responses, and you got to be prepared to read some of the stupidest things.
Yeah, for real, dude. Um,
So,
but yeah, I totally agree, man. Did you have like I remember you were playing Sonic not too long ago, but did you have
yeah.
did you have like your same audience while you were on there? Do you feel like that one worked for you as well too?
50. I had like most of the people that I was playing Jackbox for came back when I started playing Jackbox. But when I was doing Sonic Forces, I had like Kiki and Cake and a bunch of people that, even some new followers too. I have some new followers that followed from
Yeah,
the Sonic Forces. That was my favorite series too. Like, I want to revisit that and do hard mode because that was so much fun to
yeah,
make Lime around with Sonic and looking like a hero. Like that shit was funny. Like that
that
was the
was freaking
funniest thing.
hilarious, dude.
I love that so much.
Yes, man, that was pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, it was Sonic Forces. There you go. That freaking game. That you did so good on that. Though. I didn't know if
It was
like
hard though. It gets difficult at times. I had to have some
yeah.
backseat help though, to
There you
get
go.
through it.
That's one thing I really like. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 on stream, and actually, there's a guy in chat right now, Tommy Headphones Breaker, and there's another person named Kat that's been on. And dude, I swear to God, they have been such a huge help in that game because it's been since the game came out that I remember like playing it, and they are just like, take a left here. There's a hidden spot here. It's freaking awesome, dude. But yeah, I freaking love like having help from the stream. Sometimes you get like people that are kind of like doucheholes about it, but every yeah, but everybody in chat has been freaking awesome. And like I was honestly kind of freaked out, like intimidated to play Dark Souls because I know the community is like really into it. But it's been cool, man. It's been really cool.
Oh yeah, and
Mm-mm-mm.
it is scary when you try a new game. It's, unless you're like a top streamer, you're playing 50-50. Like for example, Tony Hawk comes out next month, and I want to play a shit ton of Tony Hawk
Yes,
because that's
dude.
like my childhood. That's
Mm-hmm.
fucking life
Me
for
too,
me.
man.
I played a ton of it, so
Hell yeah.
so when that game comes out, I do plan on streaming that. But I think it's like I split up my days because I'm trying for this Jackbox partner.
Yeah.
You know, that I really have to stream a lot more Jackbox and stuff. So I maybe have like 1 or 2 days of freedom of like
Mm-hmm.
maybe an extra game on Friday and then like YouTube Day Thursday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like, oh, what if you just didn't like Jackbox or you got popular that wasn't Jackbox? And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
then Jackbox would still probably be there, but I'd be going on to some other stuff to see what
Yeah.
people liked more.
Yeah.
Like I really doubt when Tony Hawk comes out. I
Mm-hmm.
doubt like anybody's gonna be like hardcore like, oh, I'm gonna be nothing but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 streamer. Like you'll
Oh
probably have
yeah.
people playing it off and on, or the
Yeah.
only people who will do that are the speedrunners, the people
Mm-hmm.
who want the best times on the remastered, and that's about it.
Yeah. Dude, all right, question though. Can you change your bunny's outfit? Could you get like a skater hat?
I have to like basically buy it. Like I
Yeah.
have to like redo all this, but like for right now, I can do like all this.
Boom. Slick. Heck yes,
I love
dude.
these. These are my favorite. The glasses.
Yeah, dude.
Because they're like I was like I need to get some cool glasses for him to show he's a party guy, and sure enough,
Yeah,
those
dude.
glasses.
Those are straight party glasses. Like
Yeah.
100%. Nice.
So, and I love it though. It's so much fun. Like, because that's the other thing too. Like, why I love this avatar because you can just have fun with it. It's like,
Yeah.
because I could be playing a game and be like, it's like, oh man, these look like some stinky sewers. Woof. Thank God I got this on. Or it's like,
Yeah.
all right, guys, I gotta focus. Let me read all this, and I'll be right with you. And I put on my reading glasses.
Dude,
And you just have
yes.
fun with it. You just have to be silly, and it's just you have to have fun with what you have. Because some people I've seen, they try way too hard, but they don't
Mhm.
have fun. You can tell, like some
Yeah.
people wear like big ass hats, or like
Mhm.
I'm surprised someone's wearing one of those little dick hats, like the hat with like a little cloth dick sticking out.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
call 'em dickhead or something,
Mhm.
penis mouth or something, and
Yeah.
some people just try too hard, and it's sad.
I totally see that a lot too, man. There's a guy that I watch that has well, I used to watch him kind of, I guess, but he's got like really funny channel points, and like one of them is as soon as you follow, all you have to do is like type in ! surprise, and it's the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen on Twitch, but it also, you can tell that it's a pain in that guy's balls to do it. Like, he hates it, and
What
it's
is
just
it?
he goes and does like, I'll have to send it to you sometime, but he pretty much does like this weird stupid dance, hilarious. It cuts to another scene, he's singing, then he puts his legs behind his head and starts slapping himself in the butt. But like, the dude's probably like in his 50s and he's wearing a jester hat, and you can tell that he's like, I don't know, by the time I got there and started doing that to him, he just like, you could tell it like sucks his soul from him. But like, he's got like 40, 50 viewers constantly, so he's like, gotta give the people what they want, and he's got like tears just like rolling down both his cheeks.
And that's always the dangerous thing too about channel points.
Mhm.
It's just because if you have something too low, like I had my hydrate at like 100 for a long time, which is
Yeah.
the worst thing, because then you'd have people spamming hydrate.
Mhm.
So then I would just literally have to go pee constantly through the stream because I'd be
Yeah.
drinking too much. So
Mhm.
I was like, I have to bump it up, and I bumped it up to 500, and people aren't doing it as much, which is cool. I like that a lot more. But
Yeah.
it's just some people don't really take care of their channel points. Like, I have a lot of them I need to fix still, like, because I have like one for my old energy sponsorship, and
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
it's always like that though. Because I tell people, just be careful with your channel points. Like, some people
Yeah.
don't do it, and some people, they just literally have it like ridiculous prices. Like, some people would be like,
Oh, dude.
highlight
Yeah.
your message at like 2,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck,
Exactly.
dude?
Mhm.
Like, who are you? Like,
Yeah.
who are you?
For real. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And they've got like 2 people in chat, so like, they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What, like, for me, I've kind of not. So like, I do push-ups. Push-ups is like my big channel points thing. Like, that's probably the most used one. Either that or like I draw stuff. But like, I just, dude, it's whenever I get spammed with the push-ups one, it's mainly like I'm kind of like glad that it happens, because I'm like, you know, I like just need to do something, you know. But dude, we did a 500 push-ups one where I made people use their channel points, and our goal was to do 500 push-ups on a stream. That was the most miserable stream I've ever had in my life, dude. I was literally shaking like, and that was on like 300. It was rough. It was rough, dude. It was a rough stream. But they
So
spammed the
Kiki-
crap out of that one, dude.
So not Kiki, but Cake. But Lion just sounds like he's tired most of the streams, and I do get that comment a lot. People saying if I'm like tired or like whatnot, or if I do a voice, I'm like,
Yeah.
I do this voice because it's calming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if I want to talk like this, like all stream, or talk like this, and you know, then I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
the chill vibe goes away, and that's why when I talk, I just kind of have a nice relaxing tone. I talk like this. I really don't have a voice per se, but it's just
Yeah.
kind of always sound tired. It's like sounds tired, but also relaxing, and that's kind of my
Mhm.
goal. I wanted a nice tired voice, you know, like you have a voice like this, so it's all peppy, happy, and that's perfect for you. But
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me, I like this like nice little
Mhm.
calming tone. Like, even now that hurt my voice to do that.
Yeah, dude. And I definitely agree. Like, I think the calming voice, dude, it's good. It's a good thing. Like, I don't know. For me, I don't know. I'm too high, like too hyper. I gotta like, I wish, like we were talking about with the ASMR thing, I was like, I can't do it. I'd be like, I'm not a soothing voice type person. Hope you handsome boys are doing well. Dude, there you go. But you know what I mean? Like, my voice, I don't know. I've got a horrible voice. I don't have a voice for radio, dude. I'm too hype.
like most people saying, like, I could do ASMR and actually still be really good at it, but I'm like, there's so much to study though. Like, I would have to
Oh, dude,
actually
yeah.
study, and I don't want to just be like, okay, sure,
Hey guys, here's my first ASMR of
you know. And then it's just like, I'm not having fun with this, because there's some people I see, they do ASMR for like 6 hours.
Dude, yeah.
There's
And
even,
there's like witches and troll ones and stuff. Like, I got
Yeah.
on there and my mind melted for like 2 hours while I was like, is this real? Is this real? Is this really? And they're like professional quality, Like, this chick made me believe that she might just be casting a spell on me right now. If I had like headphones on and the lights were off and all I could see was her, I might just be going like, I don't know, like something was going to happen, you know?
Yeah, and so, and that was the other thing too. Is like, the other thing too is like we watch a lot of like mukbang parody videos and stuff too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
videos. I can't do those because it's just to watch some of those people. They'll like eat into the mic.
Yeah.
So, and I hate chewing. I hate the slurping and chewing sound. So
Oh
imagine
my
if
God,
like,
it's the worst,
imagine
dude.
if like John we're talking like this. I was like,
Just eat like,
yeah. Like
you
it's
should,
fucking nasty. You can tell. It's like
yeah,
you're so uncomfortable.
yeah.
It's like,
I think I'm gonna do a channel points, like a community channel points where I do ASMR, but I'm like eating soup and like slurping it and crackers. So like crunchy crackers and Slurpee soup the whole time. Just like the
yeah,
longest possible drawn out soup stream ever.
So that's always the worst for me. It's just because like I would love just to eat a bunch of food, just to eat a bunch of food, but at the same time I'm like
Yeah.
I'm not ready for this, man, because I don't want to exercise. I already walk like 30 minutes to work every day. So
God, dude. Yeah, that definitely will do it for you, man. But dude, so you've got all right. So a couple of things going on in the future for your pod or for your stream. You've got some merch that you're working on. It's gonna be coming out. Do you have an idea of when it's gonna be happening?
just like more in the future. Or...
Yeah. Do you have an idea of like when your merch will be coming out? Do you have a tentative date?
I would definitely say like either before or during the early parts of September, and I'm going to do like a big launch for it. I'll have a sale, and then basically do like a sale for like a week, and then probably just up it a little bit because I want to try. As like I said, I'm not doing all this for the money. I just would like to people to have merch and stuff, so be able to afford, because it's like with Streamlines, I could literally have stickers at $3, but I make no money. Like people have Lime stickers, but there's nothing I really make from it. But if I make it to like 4 or 5, like it's expensive for a sticker, but I'm getting like $2 out of it. So
yeah,
it's like I tell people like the only thing I do with the extra dollars, it's just let's say somebody buys like 7 stickers for $1, like 7 stickers, I get $7. That is literally another emote. That's literally more stuff for my stream.
Exactly.
That's a gifted sub into the stream. It all just goes back. It's all a process.
Yeah. And that's why I like to tell people a lot. Like anytime I get on somebody's stream, like their store, and they have like T-shirts for $30, I'm like, dude, first of all, are you gonna pay $30 for a T-shirt? And second of all, like it would do you more like service. It would be better for you if you charged $15 and made like $2 off that T-shirt than if you were to. And then have a crap load of people wearing that shirt, because $15, they want to support you. They also get a cool shirt out of it and stuff like that. And it's not completely breaking the bank versus like like 1 or 2 people buy your T-shirt. And then now you've just got like 1 or 2 people that bought that shirt. So for like the analogy I normally put on it is, I'll normally say like, it's better to get a lot of just base runs than try to hit a home run every time,
Yeah. And I fully get that, because like here's the thing, like I could easily be like, here's $50 for a Lime hoodie, but like nobody buys it. It's like, yeah, it's there, but blah 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 blah. But I'm like, I try to make things affordable, because everybody, going into like another quick detail is that everybody has different fan bases. Like like mine, and this is no offense obviously to anybody who's in it. Mine's a lot more younger. Like obviously some people, they have a lot older fan bases. It's all different. So like mine, a lot of people obviously don't have money or credit cards, or be like, they get something in the mail. It's like, why did you buy a T-shirt with a green bunny on it? What is wrong with you?
Nice.
So it's just, you always got to be, you always got to just kind of figure out what you want to do, because like that's why I tell people like, oh, but when you do Jackbox, you're not making a ton of money or subs doing this. I'm like, and like I'm not clawing for money. I'm just having fun. I'm talking to people. I'm not just laying in bed and kind of deciding what I want to do with life. Because I tell people like, there's nothing wrong with that and stuff like that. But it's just, in me, I have always wanted to do this. This is my domain. This is beautiful for me.
Yeah.
So to be able to do this is just so
so dude. Dude, exactly. I completely agree, man.
But no, I do plan on doing. It's gonna be shirts. It's gonna be hoodies. It's gonna
Mhm.
be stickers. It's gonna be anything I can get my face on. Somebody's like, "What about mugs and stuff?" I'm like, I kind of want to do some emote mugs though. Like besides the pocket, I think like a little thumbs up bunny would be perfect on someone's mug. Could you imagine like going up in the morning, grabbing a mug, and then this looking back at you, little bunny going,
Yes, dude.
"Hey, you got this."
That'd be pretty awesome, man. And also, like the hoodies, you should make like a hoodie that's the same
Purple.
color as Lim3Slush,
Yeah,
like the
I'm
hoodie
gonna
that you
see if they
got.
can do different colors. If they don't,
Mm-hmm.
I'll still release the black ones, but I might do like some limited edition or something.
That'd be freaking
And just
awesome.
and do like a pre-order. See like who would like if I buy hoodies, I need sizes, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's find a place where I can buy hoodies for like fairly cheap and
Mm-hmm.
maybe charge like $30 for them or $40, and then
Would you say that's like
oh,
a
like 30.
like lavender color?
Yeah, it's like purple, like because I didn't know what to make his hoodie color. Like literally
Mm-hmm.
when I did his clothes, and someone's like, "Well, if you're doing Twitch, why not purple?" So that's why
Yeah,
I went with like the lavender purple.
dude, that's perfect.
Someone,
But yeah, and then also like I think I've maybe seen like one or two lavender colored hoodies in my whole life. So like it's just iconic in that way too. You know?
yeah, like, and it's funny too if you look at my character because there's pictures of him from like with his hands and legs and stuff. He
Mm-hmm.
literally wears like orange shorts. He wears like
Nice.
cargo shorts because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
awesome, dude.
it's all party stuff. Like I said, I told people like I need party clothes, and that's exactly what they did. Like when they helped me make them because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know how to do clothes. They're like, "Yeah, here you go, cargo pants and a hoodie. That's literally party right there. Let's show somebody you're about to go
Dude,
have fun." I'm
yes.
like, perfect.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what I need.
I like it, man. Well, brother,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off here. We're gonna freaking get some food going and stuff, and then also I just what all days do you stream? Do you have a legit stream schedule?
For right now, I stream on Sundays at 11 a.m. MDT. This is all MDT times. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
know what MDT is, just look it up and it'll correct it with everything. If not, it's in my Twitch. I also have my Twitch schedule. It's like
Mm-hmm.
on my Twitch there. And then I also stream Wednesdays, roughly same time, 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Thursdays I stream a little later, 6 p.m. And Fridays can go up in the air, but I do try to stream either early in the morning, if not later at night, depending on my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have actually some more free time here in October because I got
Nice.
some stuff going on. But after that, I'm gonna have another schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say right now for the biggest future of Lime, I really want to just work with everyone. I want to get some more interviews in because I love these. These are fun to talk
Heck
to
yeah,
people
dude.
and stuff and talk about things like this because I usually don't. I'm usually just focused on the game, so it's nice
Yeah.
to like stand up and talk. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
another thing is I would say the merch is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Lime is actually getting a new avatar soon as well. That's a secret.
Yes, dude.
Nobody's gonna
Yes.
know that except for that you're in here.
Dropping
He's
it in
getting
here.
changed out. He's getting changed out either late September, if not early October. He's gonna
Dang.
get a new wardrobe, new everything. He's gonna be looking different.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be nice. Like you're gonna see it. It's gonna be a lot different, but it's gonna be for the better.
I'm freaking
Because I would
stoked.
say, because I didn't get to talk about this before we ended this, but the biggest creepy part about Lime is whenever I would leave. Like, watch this. Yeah, like people don't like that.
Oh,
People
dude, that's awesome.
really are not a fan of when just money just goes, just does that, just goes.
Dude, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a still frame of me and just doing this.
Please.
And then whenever I leave, I'm just gonna put that overlay over the screen and not even say anything. I'll be like, just.
Dude, that'd be funny because all the people are gonna do this is what's gonna happen. Just like watch how it's gonna be like.
Yes, dude. No, that's freaking awesome.
So, but no, like I do appreciate you having me on.
Hell
Lion
yeah,
is gonna have
brother.
a wonderful future. He's gonna get more interviews, more updates, more everything.
I'm very
It's
excited
just
for
a
it,
matter of
brother.
time. Yes, one day I probably will do a face reveal, but it's most likely just for seconds at a
Mhm.
time, if not maybe pictures. For my sponsorships, which I absolutely love right now, and I won't say them just in case something happens and I want to go back to this podcast. Like, damn,
Yeah.
those sponsorships, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I do thank you guys if you know what I'm talking about, and
Heck yes, man.
you know, past that, just keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're doing awesome. I loved being on here today. Thank you to my community and yours for coming out today.
Dude.
Big ups.
Hell yes, man. Thank you so much for being on here, brother. And we're actually going to raid out to a guy that was in chat here. We're going to raid out to Tommy the Headphones Breaker.
Hell yeah.
Yes. But, well, yeah, brother. Well, man, thank you so much again for getting on here. And I'm going to shout you out one more time really quick on here so where we can make sure anybody that's new on here, please, guys, go check out Lim3Slush. Freaking guest today. The greatest bunny I know. Hands down.
And before you do the raid,
Mhm.
the one question that's been burning on people. My
Yes.
favorite Jackbox game is patently stupid. My least favorite is Mad vs. City, if you guys wanted to know.
Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, I think you definitely had some people wanting to know, man.
So,
Hell
very
yeah.
fun, very fun.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, dude, thank you guys so much. Everybody, thank y'all for being on here. We will be doing more of these very, very soon. And yeah, Lim3Slush, you've been an amazing guest, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bud.
Peace, guys.